morning, students. Okay, so today we're going to learn about how to do our first layout in Photoshop. I'm going to show you all of the things that you need to know in this video so that you're successful and you're able to create your document layout. We're going to create a document with 25 images, and the images should be of your favorite artist or things that you like. So I'm going to look up one of my favorite artists right now, Drew Struzan. He's a really great artist. This is him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Images, and I'm going to look at his works. Now, to download these images, the best thing to do is to click on one, put your mouse over the top, and you'll see there's little numbers here. These numbers mean something. They mean how big this image is in real life. Every 100 pixels equals 1 inch. So this is 938 pixels. So that's roughly 9.3 inches. This part here is 1350. So that's roughly 13 inches. So this is a pretty big image. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take it, click and drag to your desktop. Then you're going to right click to create a new folder, and you will store all your images in this folder. To rename the folder, you can go to right click again, click rename, and I'm going to put image assets for this one. And what you'll do is you'll just collect a bunch of images. I'm just going to collect a few here. So again, this is 1100 by 834, so that's 11 inches by 8.3. I'm going to click and just drag it right into here, and I'm going to get one more image. Let's see here. This one's okay. See if you can figure out how many inches this is. Remember, it's 100 pixels per inch, roughly. Okay, so I'm going to put those in there now. I'm going to minimize the screen so I can open up Photoshop, and what you'll do is you'll go to your Launchpad and you will look for, oh, where's my Photoshop? Launchpad. There we go. All right, so there's my Photoshop. I'm going to open it up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new document. To create a new document, you need to go File, New, and we are going to do an 8.5 by 11 size document at 300, and let's go ahead and do that in landscape by clicking the little blue icon here. This one's called portrait, this one's called landscape, and that's also called orientation. After you're done, you're going to hit create, and you're going to have a new document here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a colored background. So what you're going to do is you're going to go Layer, New Fill Layer, Solid Color. You'll click OK, and then you'll just come on in here. These are all the colors that you can choose from, and then these are the shades of the colors to pick. Right now I'm just going to do a blue. Let's do this teal. And then I'm going to hit OK, and now this is my color fill layer down here in my layers panel. If I want to change the color, all I have to do is double click this, and I can go ahead and change the color by clicking inside the square. Now, I want to go ahead and start bringing in my first image. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go File, Open, and this is how you open images. I'm going to go to my image assets, and I'm going to click on the first image, and I'm going to click Open. Now that this is open here in Photoshop, I want to get my Move tool, and this is the only way you should be bringing images into Photoshop. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag to my Document tab. I'm going to drag back in, and this is when I let go of the mouse. And there's my image. Now, it's kind of big right now, and so I'm going to show you how to size it. To size these images, you want to hit Command and T. Command and T means transform. And I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller. But before I do, I want to make sure that you guys know that we do not want to distort images. Distorting images is very bad. It's bad for graphic design, it's bad for presentation, it's just a bad thing to do. It's a rule in graphic design, a golden rule you never want to break. Now, to get me back to where I was, where the picture was, so that it wasn't stretched, I'm going to hit Command Z. And I'm going to hit Command Z until it gets back to where it was. Command Z means undo. So I'm just going to go ahead and size this. I'm going to put it right here. I might have to size it again. You're going to fit 25 images on this page. When you're done, you hit enter and you could see that the bounding box is now gone. And then I want to label this image. I'm going to get my text tool and I'm simply going to click right here. This is where I give it color. I'm going to make it white. I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to type Back to the Future, because that's what this image is. When I'm done, I'm going to get the Move tool, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to hit Command T for transform, and I'm simply going to make it a little bit smaller and put it under here. Now, the one thing that you guys also don't want to do, and I don't want to see, and will be marked down for, is if you take your image and you drag it right in like this. You see the X? That's what makes this a smart image. We do not want smart images at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click delete to get rid of that. And I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to go File, Open. I'm going to select this next image. I'm going to click Open. And then I'm going to click on the image, drag to my document, drag back in, and now it's in here. Now that it's in here, I can go ahead and get rid of these tabs because I don't need them anymore, and I'm just going to click on the X so that way I can still have access to my document here. Now, if you don't remember how to size, it's Command T, that's transform, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller and put it right here. This is a little trick to copy and paste. If you hold down the Option button, click and drag the words, they'll come right over. You can get the text tool at this point, and you can highlight it and just change the name. Okay. Couple more things. Down here at the bottom, we're going to want you to put your name. Now, if you don't like this font, you can go ahead and select the text tool, give it a highlight, come on up here to the top, and you can change the type of font it is. We're going to put your name here. Underneath, you're going to type your period. And you're going to put a title here, and I'm going to call this Drew Struzan, since I am going to be using all Drew Struzan images for this. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so for presentation, I'm just going to put it right there. Hit enter when I'm done. All right, so now all you have to do is fill this space with 25 different images of your favorite artist. And after you're done, you're going to want to save this as a Photoshop file and a JPEG, and this is how you'll do it. You'll come up here and you'll go File, Save As, and you want this to say Photoshop. You want to click your desktop so that it goes someplace where you can find it. Give it a name. I'm going to call this one Drew Struzan, and then I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to hit OK, and then if you look on your desktop, it should be right here. I'm also going to show you how to save a JPEG. So File, Save As, and we're going to click Save a Copy. Then I'm going to go to the drop-down menu where it says JPEG. I want to make sure it still says desktop here. I'm going to hit save and I'm going to hit OK. After that, we have a JPEG and a PSD. And these are what you will be turning in, are these two files right here. Okay, so that's about it. Ask me if you need some help. If not, just review this video and I will be sure to come by and help you. Okay, see you then.